Good afternoon. This is Barbara, the East Coast Dragon Lady, coming to you on a cloudless, sunny day here in the northeast. A couple of days ago, I was wearing a sweater and it was 60 degrees, so you can never tell. So I just thought I would jump on here quickly. As you can hear, I've still got a scratchy voice, which I'm learning as I've listened to other people, that oftentimes when spirit wants to speak through you, or the dragons or whoever it is, it affects our throat. And also I'm aware of my throat chakra as well. So that's interesting. So as I was sitting here yesterday, just quietly, and then there was this, when I did the recording, there was like a humming, buzzing, and I couldn't figure out where it came from. So I deleted it, but it's still uploaded to Facebook. So go figure. I was really talking about the peacefulness yesterday and thanking the universe for a peaceful afternoon. I've just spoken with a colleague today, and I think listening to what other people are posting, I've got a monarch butterfly just flying by here. So if it comes back, I'll try and capture it. Yesterday, which was Thursday, I was highly irritated, like everything irritated me. And then some things at work really seemed to irritate me, like beyond what I'm normally irritated. So I decided to take a breather and come and sit outside, which of course was very quiet, very still. And so many birds and so many of my critters showed up, like the chipmunk, the red squirrel. I don't think my regular squirrels showed up. Baby birds were appearing, and I'm like, is this too late for there to be baby grosbeck, rose-breasted grosbeck? There was a baby one here which I've never seen before. The cardinal, like all this array. Actually did the blue jay and also the red-headed woodpecker, who seems to be loving my nutmegs. So interesting that here I was feeling very frustrated with the day and irritated more than frustrated, and then it seemed to continue this morning. So I decided the best way to deal with the things that irritated me was to delete it. I'm going to try and capture this. I've just got a squirrel poke over. Can you see him there? He literally poked his head. Hello. Poked his head as I was speaking, as to like, what are you doing? So if you hear loud voices, I have an empty unit next to me that's being refurbished, so which is a good thing. I live in a condo complex. If this is the first time catching me, oh, now you can hear noise. So I really just wanted to bring you the peace and quiet. And I also, this week, much to my surprise, I finished my online level 1 course, the Dolores Cannon's QHHT. I was so enjoying doing it, I hadn't realised how I'd progressed. They estimated 22.5 hours, but my projected sort of finishing was November, and it's the middle of August. I just found the whole thing fascinating, really excited, because I can't wait to start actually practicing it. So if you don't know about QHHT, it's a process that Dolores Cannon developed over about a 40-year career period, long before people were even doing past life regressions. It's also quantum healing. And as you know, my path has taken me over to the quantum side as well recently. So I just found it, I found it literally spoke to me, and it sounds like this is what happens to a lot of people. They find it, it's like, yes, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I've had lots of confirmations. I also did this week put out some abundance requests, And so far, some of it's working. I probably haven't paid enough attention to it, but most days I'm ringing the bells, and I have some affirmations written out for abundance. So I think that's what I wasn't sure if when I came on, if anybody wanted to come through to be channeled, but that's okay. It may be a little bit too busy for that to happen. It is only Friday afternoon. Oh yes, I know what I was going to say. So tonight is the black moon. We won't actually see it, but I think this is what is affecting a lot of people. Is there's going to be a black moon, which is when more than two new moons happened in a month. I got some interesting channeling this morning when I pulled when I pulled the cards, and how they came out, the order they came out, and how the messages flowed. So if you haven't caught that, go over to my Facebook page and see the cards that I pulled and the messages, which all I realised lined up with some of the things that are happening in the astrological world. Interested to know if anybody else is feeling it, but I think it's bringing in some energies that are shaking us, or shaking us up is what I'm hearing. I did also use some practice that Dolores talks about in her course about how we can heal ourselves. And I had what I thought was, and certainly my doctor thought was, at the beginnings of a urinary tract infection. So I asked that my body heal itself, or whatever was going on, because the last thing I wanted was to actually develop a UTI. Some of you may know that just over a year ago, I landed up in the hospital with a very nasty kidney infection with no real symptoms. So I'm very cautious. I also think it's a message from my body, which I'm fully aware that I have to acknowledge some of these things. Like when I was coming back from my walk just now, my right hip has been hurting. I also haven't been really, feeling like I could actually go out. I also mentioned, I think it was last week, I went out when it was way too hot and really got pretty physically ill because of the heat. So the message is to pace myself. So I think I need to start embracing some of those things, just into acknowledging and knowing that I have to address these things. So I think the reason that they wanted me to come on and talk about that, because there's a lot of people that, so what I'm hearing is there's a lot of people that need to hear what I'm saying and acknowledge it. And I think there's going to be a lot of change for a lot of us in the next 3 months, is what I'm seeing, by the end of the year. So as we go into September, a lot of changes are going to happen. They're definitely showing me September, October and November as a block. And they're saying, again, like in the message this morning, was keep your eyes open, keep your wits about you. That's very British, keep your wits about you. So I just wanted to jump on. It's only been 8 minutes just to say hi. I will come on tomorrow or Sunday and do my regular cards and messages. In the meantime, enjoy the weekend, and I'll be back soon.